I'm Jennifer Marie Keller. Welcome to my series, Diary of a Pregnant Artist. I just finished up my 17th week of pregnancy. The COVID-19 virus is happening right now, and starting this week, the Bay Area where I live is on lockdown. So all the necessary businesses remain open, like grocery stores and that type of thing, but all other businesses are shut down. And we're supposed to stay home, but you can still leave your house to go on walks around your neighborhood or other outside activity, but you're not supposed to be in groups and practice the social distancing, so stay 6 feet away from other people. And honestly, that doesn't change up my normal day-to-day too much, which is good. My studio's in my house, so I'm very thankful that that doesn't change up my workflow at all. Eric, he's a doctor at a hospital, so that's a necessary thing. So he leaves for work each day for that. And he's been doing all of the errands. We've kind of stockpiled food, so we haven't been having to go to the grocery store as often as we normally do. But if we need something that's errands outside of the house, he'll do that. So like grocery shopping or picking up prescription medicine. We want to be just very cautious for me since I'm pregnant, and my immune system is down a bit than normal because I'm pregnant. So I'm just being super cautious. So I'll still go out on walks, which I do about pretty much every day around my neighborhood. And people are really good in my neighborhood about if you're going to pass someone on the sidewalk, either I or the other person will cross the street. So you're not like anywhere being close to them as you pass each other, and then we'll smile or wave or do something friendly. So that feels totally safe right now. The yoga studio that I was going to for prenatal yoga has closed down for the time being for the virus, which is good because for prenatal yoga, there's a lot of props that you use. I bring my own yoga mat, but the props are different, and it's like everyone shares them in the studio. So I think that's good, though that's kind of a bummer because I really enjoyed that. But I've been doing prenatal videos off of YouTube, which is great. I love YouTube for that. And with being pregnant, I've been pretty strict with staying at home and being super cautious about this virus. There's this other painting. Once I finish this current large painting that I'm working on, I'm going to be starting this new one. And so I've been doing some preliminary work for the new one. And one of the things is scouting out a landscape scene for this new painting. And so for this specific scenario, I need an ocean landscape with like the perfect rock in the ocean for it. I checked up the rules for the mandate in my area, and all the beaches are still open. So, and just to like stay away from 6 feet away from people. But as far as the coast with the state and local beaches, anything that is something that you would touch, so like the bathrooms are closed, and same with, well, any public structure is closed around the beaches. So I ended up going scouting this week to look for like that perfect landscape view that I want for my future painting, which is mostly just me in my car driving down the coast looking for spots. And then if one spot looked pretty good, I would park my car and walk down to the beach. And then pretty soon I found like the spot that I'm going to use for my painting. So I took a bunch of pictures so I can do some like concept sketches with that and everything. But the beaches were they weren't super crowded, but they were more crowded than what I expected. And everyone was still being really respectful of the mandate, and people were really far away from each other. But it was still more people, I guess, than I expected the few times that I did get out of my car. And so even though I didn't touch anything and I wasn't close to people, I think that's going to be the last time that I leave to do something like that until the COVID-19 virus is more under control, just because I just want to be super cautious. Another interesting thing that I've noticed with painting and being pregnant is that the current painting that I'm working on right now uses artificial light. So in my studio, I have my light source turned on, and I like really dramatic light. So I have all of the windows in my studios. They have the shades drawn, and then in some cases, to make it even darker, I have thick fabric over the shades as well. So my studio is really, really dark with one source of light that I'm using. And it's just, I'm finding that it's just like not as good for my mental health because my studio now is just kind of like gloomy and not as happy as it normally looks, and being in there with the windows being open. Before being pregnant, when I would have my studio being set up like that with all the shades being drawn, I would go on a walk around my neighborhood about 3 times a day. So I'd be getting sunshine and fresh air, and that kept me in a good mood for the whole day. But I'm noticing with pregnancy, I will go on one walk, and a good walk will like really wipe me out. And just being pregnant, I'm getting tired a lot faster with physical activity. I'm still doing physical activity because I want to stay healthy, and that's so good for my mental health. But after I finish this painting, I think I'm going to try and make all my other paintings be using natural light. So I have the windows open in my studio because I just don't have the energy right now to do what I was doing before, to have myself be like getting a lot of sunshine. So I guess I'll probably end up doing whatever my future painting ideas require light-wise, but I'm going to try and work it so I can be having the windows open and be using natural light. Also this week, I got to hear my baby's heartbeat, which is so cool, and it makes me so happy. I had a checkup at the doctor's where they use the Doppler to do the heartbeat, and his heartbeat is perfectly healthy, which is good. It makes me very happy. And it's funny, every time I've had an ultrasound, or almost every time I've had an ultrasound, or they've used the Doppler to get a heart reading, it's been difficult for the doctor or the technician because I don't know if I'm scheduling appointments when my baby's very active, but he's always moving around a whole bunch, and the technician like calls him a wildly, and he moves around so much it's hard for them to do their job, to like see everything that they're supposed to be seeing, which they always get what they need. But it makes me feel good that like the baby's alive and well because he's moving around so much. But so this week when I got the heart reading and the doctor had the Doppler on my stomach, and she got a heart reading for it, and then right after she got it and she said the number, hearing the heartbeat went away, and you just heard all this like crackly noise. And she kept the Doppler on my stomach for a while, but then gave up, and she said that's just the sound of your baby moving around. That's always really exciting. And I have an anatomy scan coming up, and I'm going to have to call the doctor's office and see if they want me to reschedule it or not. I don't know how important it is for me to get it done now, or if they want to reschedule it so it's less people going out with the virus. I'm Jennifer Marie Keller. Please subscribe, like, and comment on this video because it really does help me out. I put out new videos every Wednesday for my Diary of a Pregnant Artist series, and I put out videos every Sunday for my Diary of a Painter.